Hello all. Hope you had a good start to season 47. My start was a bit slow with non-IT, but yesterday evening I was finally able to get the gold rank chest. I did also end up saving one time chest from yesterday, so I'm able to collect at least one chest in gold as well. So a few bonus keys doesn't hurt anyone. And in terms of the tick tree, this is what it's looking like. I pretty much went the shortest path out of 2 year into 3 year. I did pick up the rocket choppers because I think they might be good pretty much all season long. Although the start of day one seems to suggest that that might not really be the case, but I'm committed to using rocket choppers, so let's see. If I do need to, I can obviously upgrade Zukas. I do have them unlocked with the initial unlock, but hopefully it doesn't come to that. And then from 3R, I took the bottom path through the DBD and the shock bomb, plus the GB node. And then I did collect the 4 out of 4 chests in iron. I wasn't able to get to gold because a lot of people did actually go down the BC route, which made it a bit difficult to get gold quickly. And then I was just running out of troops, so that never really happened for me. But I did pick up those iron chests, got myself the boom cannon, got myself the machine gun, and pretty much going to go 4ER if I can pick up the chest in gold. But that will be an interesting challenge for today. In terms of the log, it's looking decent now, but it was kind of like the reverse, like I think 3 wins and 7 losses. But I did get a bit lucky in my heads. So I'll just go through the heads for some of these heads. I think it's either been a case of just using all RCs or using a combination of rifles and rocket choppers. It kind of depends upon how many troops I really have, to be honest, rather than anything else, because both of them are viable troop combinations against bases which do not have flamethrowers, mines, and so on. So you will see that my heads are a bit of a mix. 316, that wasn't too bad. Now this is good against a flamethrower base also, so a few more buildings to get through, but a similar style of hit as the previous one, dropping all the RCs, using 2 shocks on the beach straight away with the GB node and the max gunboat, and then doing a bit of flaring to get to the final ERs. As you can see, I'm really scared of losing too many rocket choppers, and I'll get to the reason for that as well. Then 310, similar sort of a opponent in terms of the defenses and the amount of defenses they had, slightly differently arranged. I was able to save the shocks initially, but then obviously as I got further into the base, I did have to end up using those shocks. Bit of a reflare to keep my rocket choppers a bit in sync and protected from the boom cannon, which was looking to snipe them. Got the base down, and luckily the opponent was just about 3 seconds slow. Then loss against Ivan. He had a good time against me. I did not really have that much of a good time. And then 312. So again, a flamethrower base. And in this one I did a split hit because I was able to shock the 2 cannons in one. I did deploy Kawan on the wrong side of the ramp, which was a mistake. But in the end, I was just able to get through the base. The rifle protecting the rocket choppers somewhat. But this is where I had run out of rocket choppers, and I had to resort to using rifles and rocket choppers. Then 3-4. Now this one was way more defense. It actually had even the mortars picked up and the extra mines. So it's an interesting challenge to go against this player. The replay should start off soon once the timer gets ticked down. Or not. It does take a bit of time at times. Maybe Supercell should look at fixing it, but it's probably not high enough priority anyways. With the standard hit, using the shocks against the cannons and protecting them, using the rifles to clear out the mines a little bit and keep moving forward so that they're distracting the boom cannons, doing a bit of a reflare so that I could protect it from the boom cannon a little bit more, although it did get a few rocket choppers, but that's okay. The good thing is the health on the ERs is really low, so you can get through an ER even with a few rocket choppers left. But obviously, the more rocket choppers, the better. And 316, similar sort of a side ramp deployment. One shock to protect against the cannon, and then letting the rifles distract the boom cannons. This was a shock. I was actually trying to shock the boom cannon because the cannon did not really require the shock. The rifles would have been in front. Sometimes you just get lucky on the hit as well, so I'll take what I can get. This one was my boss fight, and I thought that I would have a decent amount of time. The opponent had really good time, 318. And I did a split hit. I went 3 rifles and 5 rocket choppers. 3 rocket choppers for the bottom ramp and the CR, while the rifles and rocket choppers are clearing down the beach ER, and then a final flare. Because the opponent did not really have maxed out machine guns, I thought the rifles would give me a good amount of DPS, and they do actually. So something to consider for your hits too. And now in terms of my slow start, so as you will notice over here, the actual amount of rocket choppers I can fit within a reserve is 8 for the boats and then 12 overall. So 20 is probably a bit too low. At the start of the season, for some reason, I was under the impression it's closer to 30 rather than 20. But that's just poor planning on my side. Maybe I should have tried to find it out much better. But I think what I'll do is towards the end of the season, I'll just try to make a record of all of the reserve size for the various troops that I end up unlocking, so that I have that information at least for the next season. And now obviously the key thing is that if you are quite aggressive with your hits, you can run out of these 20 rocket choppers in total quite quickly. But I'll try some live hits. I don't know whether they'll work or not, or whether I'll be able to collect in gold. If not, I'll just wait until later because I'm in no rush to do the unlocks. It's just that I need to get the pieces done as quickly as possible. This is an interesting layout, similar sort of thing as we have been doing previously. So let's just try that combination. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Use 1 shock on the cannon. Hopefully not too late. Good. And then maybe a second vent. Shock again to keep the rifles going a little bit longer. Then 1 more second vent. I'll need to shock this boom cannon because it will start to get into range and start picking up on the RCs, I think. Another shock on this. Hopefully with the split. Oh, the opponent has retreated. That's music to my ears, or to my eyes, I guess. Let's get the final ER. And you'll see that I did end up losing 2 rocket choppers over here. So that means I'm down on 2. Ooh, 20 stars from first win of the day and win streak. That was a bit lucky. Maybe I'll be able to collect at least 1 chest in gold. Not too sure because I could still end up losing the next 2 hits. Maybe I'll still be in gold at least. So at least I'll get 1 more chest in gold, probably not 2. But you never know. If luck is on my side, I might just be able to get it done. And now definitely the luck is not on my side because we do get a 4 ER opponent. And it isn't that they are tough, it's just that it takes time to get through these, and then I can't really do even a split hit because it would be just too much GP to end up managing. So the best option for me is just to go in one direction, to be honest, and hope for the best. Most of these players will be using rifle Zookas, and they can get like 315 to 318 on my base quite easily. But, oh well. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then do one shock for the cannon. And now that the defenses are down a bit, I can do a second wind, and hopefully the rifles come out just in time. Bit slow for the sniper tower. The cannon needs a bit of a shocking. That's looking decent now. Hopefully the BC doesn't turn towards my rocket choppers. And then I'm getting a decent enough split going. And I'll just shock the boom cannon and cannon. Or maybe even get the boom cannon, get the cannon, get the ER, and then flare the final ER. And the time is just under 3 minutes. That's a slow time. 2:58. But at least I got 4 ERs, so I guess I can't really complain. Nightwolf with the 312. Yep, it's to be expected. Okay, let's try one more hit. Yeah, I'm hoping that once I go for ER, at least I can be slightly more competitive. This is a dirty 4-3 ER. Don't think I can do a split hit, so let's just go one way through. Might be able to shock properly, maybe. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to max out my shock bombs. That was something which I was planning to get done, but forget about that at the time of starting this recording. I need to ensure that my rocket droppers are slightly low, or if they do go high, then I do have shocks ready for the cannons, which seems okay. Come on, rocket choppers, show your magic. Late on the shock on the boom cannon. That's going to cost me. Yeah, too slow. So I'll just try to get the ERs at least. Or not. Because if I lose all my rocket choppers, then this would just be a disaster. Okay, let's try this. Yep, really slow time. Pretty much lost all my rocket choppers, so that means pretty much I can do just one more hit, I think. But oh well, at least got one chest in gold. So I'll take that. 315, good time by Forrest Gump. 9 stars lost. Oh, I can go for ER now. Okay. So I don't really need to try to collect that next chest right now, folks. I'll probably not do that. I will pick up the 4 ER because that was my path anyways. And then I'll need to rebuild the base, and I'll not bore you guys with that. In terms of the upgrades, I do want to upgrade my shock bomb. In terms of the tech at 4, yeah, the only thing which is worth upgrading is rocket launchers. But to upgrade rocket launchers and make use of those, I'll probably also need to upgrade the building damage. There will be some bit of token calculations I need to get done. 24 plus 32, 56 plus 662, 92. So 92 is 5 chests for rocket launchers. Okay. So maybe sometime tomorrow I can get that if I get lucky enough and get to rank 17 as well. But that's something to consider for later. But I think I will end up upgrading my DPD a little bit. I don't think I need to upgrade my troop health right now, because I did open up and max rifles to help with my reserve situation with the non-IT gameplay. Ideally, I did not want to do that, but I think that was still the right move to at least let me get to gold, get that gold chest, and be able to collect two more additional time chests in gold. So I think those are worth the tokens which I used to upgrade the rifles. And because I was using rifles, I did put a few more ticks into troop health too, plus an additional tick into Kawan. Don't think I'll upgrade Kawan just yet any further, because I think I am getting enough distraction of rifles with what it is at. Maybe troop health might be useful if I start to see a lot more people with DBD, because then the snipers and machine guns will just hurt a little bit more. I'd love to upgrade medkits also, but I don't think they're really needed at this moment, so I'll probably just resist until later and then focus on getting my unlocks, upgrade tokens into the rocket launcher unlocks and upgrades. I will pick up boom mines, but I don't think I'll max them out. Tanks, I think, like, unless the meta changes completely and it's all just tank gameplay, then I don't think I'll upgrade them. But since I'll be saving up the tokens for rocket launchers, I'll see if the bases are really dirty and rocket choppers are just not working through. Then I might need to switch to like a combination of rifles and tanks, which I don't think I've ever tried before, or I've seen other people try before either, but desperate times calls for desperate measures. In terms of the leaderboard, I won't be anywhere on it this season, but great to see people are at rank 20 already. Big shout out to Commander Doom. Hope he has a good, successful season. And then the usual culprits at the very top: Kaiser, Klinklon, Squiggles, Amir. Great job, Roy. And I think that rounds up top 20 with Commander Rob in the 19th place. And Luke also just close behind. So great job, everyone. Hope you have a great rest of the season. That's about it from me for this time. Have a great day.